And we are so lucky about the weather here. That's why we have the whitest silk in the world, whitest and best quality. Maybe you heard before, China is the best in quantity in silk production. We are the best in quality. And it's because of the weather we have here. When you look at the cocoons, you see many fibers around, right? But there's only one fiber here, continuously 1.2 kilometers length. You know, it's almost a mile from one medium size. To get the flexibility, we put them in the hot water here. And she has a simple brush to catch the right ends of the cocoons. You will see now. See? High tech.
High tech.
She collects 50 fibers from 50 different cocoons into a hook and roll them all around this big wheel here. But first she separates the dirty parts. The top part of the cocoon is dirty. We don't use this part to make the best quality silk carpets, you see. But we don't waste this part. We wash them and we color them and we make recycled silk carpets with this part.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Now she gets the right thickness by having 50 fibers in one. You may touch and feel how strong they are. This is pure Turkish silk. You see, sir? It's really strong, isn't it? 50 of them are going in one now. But this 50 is not enough yet. To make a good quality silk carpet, we collect 3 50s together. We spin them all together, and after the coloring process, here is the result. 150 fibers in one. That's why they are very. That's why they are very strong.
I see. Interesting.
You know, in ancient Egypt, they were cutting marbles with silk and water. Marbles. It is that much strong. They are so light. Please touch and feel. That's why they use them to make parachutes in the army. You know, parachutes made out of silk,
right,
because they're so light. Doesn't
it's
burn.
Strong.
Yeah, silk doesn't burn, and it's very strong. And surgeons use them in operations for stitches, and we use them to make beautiful art like that one over there. I will show you now.
Can I ask you, where does this get harvested? Where does this come from?
Bursa city. It is 200 kilometers from here, to the east. It is a very big and green city, and there are big mulberry farms there. You know the silkworms, they eat mulberry leaves like that one? Yes. And they make the cocoons.
And so they make the cocoons.
Yes. So we collect them from the mulberry trees.
This is the cocoon of a worm?
Yes, silk cocoon. And we collect them from the mulberry trees.
So you have farms set up?
Yes,
just with worms and trees?
Yes.
And the harvest.
Huge big mulberry farms we have there. And the worms, they find the silk always mulberry tree. You know, because they eat only mulberry leaves. That's why they make the cocoons, and we collect them from the trees.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Now I'd like to give you some idea how we do make carpets here, and I'd like to begin with the wool one first. This is 100% pure wool example, and we use double knotting technique. First, please see the picture of the oldest carpet known in the world. This is the picture of the oldest carpet known in the world. It is 2,500 years old. The original one is in Hermitage Museum now. And because of the knotting technique and the design on it, they understood that this is a Turkish carpet. Mr. Rudenko, a Russian archaeologist, found it in Ural Mountains in an ice cube. It is 2,500 years old. So from 2,500 years old till today, we use always the same technique, which is double knotting technique. What's a double knot? Let's see in slow motion first. She chooses 2 threads from the skeleton, and she makes 2 circles around 2 of them. You see 1 and 2. You see 2 circles. She pulls them down and cut. It's also known as Turkish knotting technique because only Turks use this technique in the history and today. You know, all the other Oriental countries use single knotting technique. You know, Persia, Iran, China, India, Afghanistan, Pakistan, they all use single knotting technique. Only Turks use this double knotting technique. That's why it's known as Turkish knotting technique. You see again, bir daha yapalım. From the middle to the left, from outside to inside, and together down. This is Turkish knot. She completes all the line first by forming the knots. Then she passes a horizontal thread between the verticals to keep them straight. Bir gösterir misin ondan? You see this one? All the way to keep them straight. And she has a heavy iron comb, we call kirkit in Turkish, to beat them down after each line, and to get them strong and tight. Then she has special scissors to cut the excess yarns into the same length. You see, they're adjustable. According to the length of the pile, we adjust them. and we cut the excess yarns into the same length.
Ah,
Then you can see the clear design. If they're in the same length, you can see the clear design. And line by line, we complete the carpet like this.
How long would it take you to complete a carpet?
So it's all about the number of knots per square unit area. You use metric system or inches?
Inches.
In inches, this one has 49 double knots per square inch. 7 by 7. And 4 by 6 size carpet like this will take a month to complete. 1 month.
1 month.
Yes, sir. But the next one over there has 200 double knots per square inch. Because to make this carpet, we use a cotton base. Cotton. This one was wool on wool. This is wool on cotton. Cotton is finer and we can make more double knots per square inch. That's why it takes longer time to complete. But this is the only way that you can see the clear design, the intricate picture.
Yes.
Like pixels, you know, like
See.
TV screen. This is 1.2 megapixel, this is 7.2 megapixel. And the silk ones we have, they are HD, high definition.
right. I bet.
You see the wool one is simpler carpet, bigger geometrical shapes.
Yes.
But woolen cotton ones are more floral design, more detailed, intricate.
And she's working off a template there,
Yes, she has.
right?
This is the pattern paper prepared by our teachers. Graduated from fine art for 4 years. They prepare the pattern papers and she follows the pattern paper line by line. This one was 49 knots, this one is 200 knots per square inch. So this one is a month workmanship, this one is 3 months workmanship. I know it takes longer time, but this is the only way that you can see this picture. They are same size, but a big difference about the work. But if we talk about the silk ones, they are totally different. Now we are not talking about months, we are talking about years.
Oh man.
This is 100% pure silk. This is also another silk one. And in silk there is no limit. It's beginning from 500 knots per square inch. It's just the beginning. And you can see our family name in Guinness Book of Records. They made the finest silk carpet of the world. Her family made it. 3,600 double knots per square inch. 3,600 double knots. This is the one in the Guinness Book in 1983 edition. Guinness Book of Records.
This one?
No, her mother's made one carpet. Yeah.
That was in the.
That was in the Guinness Book of Records with 3,600. That was not that much fine. It's like 1,200 knots. This one is finer. We are looking at 2,000 knots per square inch for this one. And she took the design from the oldest carpet known in the world.
Ah, yes.
You see that picture there? She's making that one on a silk. The original one was wool. It was a big wool one, but she's making it on a small silk one now. It's very fine number of knots. Now you're looking at 2,000 knots per square inch, and you are looking at a very little carpet and 2 years work for one little carpet. But this is not an ordinary one, sir. This is something special. It's not like, you know, covering the floor. This is something to hang on a wall, like a piece of art, like a painting.
Right.
Mostly collectors coming and buying this kind of art from Europe, from United States. The one she was weaving before has been sold on the loom before she completed.
This one?
The one before this one. This one I think also would be sold again on the loom.
Probably.
Yes, because collectors coming and finding her family's pieces, they are really special. By many carpet authorities in the world, it's been proved that they make the best quality carpet of the world. Their family name is in Guinness Book. That's why it is a gift, you know. This is not something to be learned or can be learned. Ladies are coming here from the small villages around us to learn to make the wool carpet, woolen cotton carpet. But not everybody can make this one. Today, 2,200 ladies are weaving carpets in our looms. From 2,200 ladies, only 5 ladies can make this dancing silk carpet. From 2,200, only 5. And the other 3 lady is from her family. I think it's in their genes.
Yes.
This like a gift from God.
It's like being an artist.
Yes, that's that, sir. Everybody cannot write or paint, right?
Right.
This is something like that. Let me show some completed samples and give you more idea about the workmanship. This one has 1,200 knots per square inch, and now you're looking at 15 months work for this one. But this is quite smaller. Maybe
Yes, yes.
less than half the size, but we're talking about 2 years of this one. 2 years work. You know, we never judge the workmanship by looking at the size of it. The most important
She was working on it.
Yes.
Does she ever leave and somebody else come and continue to
not-
work, or is it just pretty
Not
much only her?
Yes, mostly one. For this kind of art, mostly
For
one.
that.
But for big dining room size carpets,
Yes.
2 or 3 ladies can work together in the same line. Let me show some confidence.
All right, have a good day.
Very good day. Thank you.
Because 2,200 ladies are weaving carpets in our rooms, we have a huge big collection here, like you see. Thousands of carpets, they're all handmade. We don't have any machine-made carpet here. For example, this big one, dining room size, 3 sisters made this carpet in 6 months.
Wow.
So it's 1.5 year work for huge big carpet. But you remember the little small carpet was 2 years work. But this one is 18 months work, big size.
Right.
It's because of the number of knots. This is not
Yes, yes.
the very fine one.
It's not the very final.
I think it's
Not
all
the very
very
fine.
fine now.
This one is 260 knots per square inch, sir. I mean, if you compare with the silk one, it is not fine.
Right.
I have a room here that I can show some carpets on the bare floor. Oh, it's nice and cool here.
Nice.
Please have a seat and feel comfortable, please.
Yeah.
Feel at home.